So this is actually my third emom. I don't know, a show of hands who's been here before? Few people. So Stewart puts on a really cool event. Mothership Studios is a mad place to have that event. The crew here is really cool. We've actually got Nikki on hand tonight, who's doing the lovely sort of like lined up visuals and lights with these panels and stuff and controlling it on your phone. So there you go. Stewart's in control of the sound, and we've got performers which will be in control of their own, sort of, yeah. Ideally, ideally the performers will be in control of their own sound as well. But yeah, tonight's literally all about kind of bringing the synthesizer community together, and you got a mixed bag of like first-timers, seasoned players, and then people who are kind of getting back into it as well. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what we have lined up. I don't even know really what I'm going to see, but I've got a little insight to each performer's thing. First up, Jessie Newling. There's also in a band, goes by the name of Machina Anonima, which is the anonymous machine. Pretty awesome. Jessie's like a DIY Imogen Heap. Lived in Mexico for like 20 years and was like a jazz singer, playing nightly, doing gigs, doing jazz singing. This is like second time as a solo performer on this new rig, which, yeah, we've got this sort of like hand wand. You can come up and hang out with me. Yeah. And this is your second time playing emom.
Yeah, I was at the first one. Yeah, I can project too. I was at the first one.
Yes.
I'm just going to get this mic on.
But yeah, like...
yeah, but it's looking like it's come along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. Every time I think emom's been a different layout. Like the first one was in the lane.
Yeah.
The second one was facing this way. The third time was in that room facing that way. And now we're facing... So okay. Stewart likes to keep us all on our toes. But yeah, drone and electroacoustic. And you got the hand wand.
Yeah, a lot of voice. So one of my things is singing, and I'm going to do some singing. Woo!
Yeah.
I'm just going to get myself into this.
Yeah.
You can keep talking.
Cool. Well, I'll say a couple other things. I'm actually from Turramurra Music, so we're kind of like sponsoring it loosely in partnership with one of our suppliers. So anyone that's come along as a punter tonight's going to win one of two prizes, like a Novation Circuit Rhythm, which is like a weird little sampler drum machine groove box thing, or like a Focusrite Scarlett 202, which is just like an audio interface. So if you like making music, those things will help you. And then one of the other suppliers is actually Audio Technica Australia, and they do this Go Green thing. So I was like, can I get some of the refurbished headphones, like the things you guys like repair and then you can't sell? Can I have them? They're like, sure. I'm like, cool. So each performer's getting a pair of headphones as well. So the guys from Focusrite and stuff are legends, and there's some merch around, and yeah.
Woohoo!
Go for it. Do your thing.
With any luck, you'll be able to hear me through that. That means that things are working. So, that's a bit much. Yeah, I'm Jessie. I'm going to do some weird music to start us off before we start into everything else. And I have this little thing. Just getting it all going. Thank you very much.
So I'm going to ask you questions. Hello.
Hello.
You might want to ask me questions
Yeah.
with this thing live. Oh. That
So,
might have
I've-
been you.
Yeah, possibly. Apologies all.
Here we go. Hello.
Yeah, that was really interesting. And there was a random happenstance of getting the video synth to this very calm, sort of like morphing image whilst you're doing your thing. Yeah, and your singing combined with your prepared effects and loops and stuff was such a great combination. Like, yeah, really calming. Yeah. How long has it kind of got you to this point? I'm looking at an Ableton screen in clip view.
Yeah, this is a sort of, I can turn this up. so
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
sure.
Yeah, there we go. This particular patch, I think, came into being about 3 weeks ago. So it's a combination of other things that I've been doing, and I just put it all together in this particular way. I love electroacoustic music, so there's a resampling of my voice in there, and then there's some, I think that's a harpsichord that I recorded
Yeah.
at some point, and some other different
You
things.
had some dancing ball stuff with
This
like
stuff,
some control over this sort of like semi-control in a way. It's sort of like cool, less of that, more like...
Yeah, so that thing has got like usually I put different effects on it, but that's got a redux effect on it, so I can mess around with, I can sort of change the effects inside this and then control them in a much more sort of organic way.
Yeah,
If you like waving your hands around,
perfect.
which is sort of better than being crunched over a couple of faders, I find.
Yeah, and in terms of improvisation to prepared, I guess the whole instrument is Ableton and your wand.
And the wand. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, it's like
so-
a wand, a magic wand.
Yeah, so then I
Yeah.
kind of feel like, can you, if you were to say, do a double the length, an hour, like how long do you
Yeah,
think?
you could sit there, like the other day I was sitting there and I just got it started and did different things. You can play around with it for an hour or two if you feel like
That's
it.
great.
But
Yeah,
there's other people going to play.
I believe there's more people playing, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a sort of, I did this a couple of weeks ago, similar, but it always comes out different. And
Okay.
I just like that.
Do you want to give us like something, one last little taste, and then we'll
Little
pass on to
taste?
just
Okay.
something, like, yeah, and I'll just...
Okay.
Stewart, do you want to kill me?
How are we
Cool.
going for time? So we've got... I don't even know how long that... Like the first emom, there was a clock going here, so you could tell how long you'd be going on about. No clock at all. Then I could end up doing this for like an hour. Yeah. So... I've got a freeze in there. So, let's see. picnic basket with a wooden spoon. So there we go. The other fun thing that was in here was a time warp thing. That's the thing. It's so that's on 20 BPM. It's a little pattern that I've made in there, so I can make it go wherever I want it to go. And then there's two of them. Yay! Yay! Anyway, this was like a DIY Imogen heap, but Imogen's heaps gloves are inaccessible.
Yeah, who can get?
And yeah.
But you mentioned that this is actually someone Sydney based that's doing this.
Yeah, so my friend Regan, who I have a band with called Máquina Anónima, they make these basically all different things. So every new, always making something different. So the next thing is I wanted faders on my arms, so I don't have to go over there.
Cool.
Yeah,
give it up for him. That was awesome. I think it was so great. I actually, the one thing you mentioned as well was the sort of medieval thing as well, which you kind of had some flair of all that as well, and you can tell with the scale and stuff that you chose that you're like leaning into that. It's great. We've got DecibelBoy up next, so Phil, if you want to come and set up your stuff and bring out some house music there, Stewart, and All right, welcome back. First of all, I'm standing in for Ollie, who is usual emom host, so apologies for any sort of missives of anything, of any kind. But we've got Phil Vincent here, aka DecibelBoy. Give it up for Phil. Let's go. So, come on, say hello.
Hello.
I met Phil on my first emom, and he did an amazing set on this DIY synth. It's the Synth Academy UX modules that look a bit like a Make Noise module mixed with like some other, Insturo or one of those modular brands. And then you had it along with this system.
Yeah.
Which is on the AUM.
Yeah, using AUM for the effects.
Yeah.
And then I just didn't want to carry any more equipment, so I just thought I'm just going to do it with the iPad next time.
Yeah.
And now I've just got the iPad.
Yeah.
And a pencil.
So it's like fully battery powered and,
Wireless, yeah.
Wireless, yeah. So he's going to perform a combination of generative synths and effects, but it's like controlled generative. We actually, I semi-taught you something. I didn't mean to,
You did.
but I thought the tonality of the synth stuff you were getting was all this like plucked stuff, and I was like, it's like Carpless Strong. He's like, what's that? You know, and he's like making this amazing sound, and I just had a random buzzword for it. He did all the work. But there's also actually, Phil's voice is weaved into this, so there's a bit of a lecture on creativity mixed into the music. So is that...
Be prepared for that.
Is that accurate?
Yeah, yes.
All right.
It's great.
Let's go, Phil. Let's go, DecibelBoy. And me down. Hello. Nothing.
Why create when machines can do it faster, cheaper, and cleaner? Why make anything at all when the feed is full and the scroll never stops? AI can paint, write, compose, but I don't create to compete. I create to feel. The mess, the mistakes, the endpoint, not the output, the process. That is where I live. Some days, I'm an artist, chasing meaning. Other days, I'm an artisan, chasing the perfect joint, the perfect tone. One speaks, the other listens. Both are valid, both are sacred, even if nobody claps. into commerce, but you don't owe the internet anything. Art is what you do, even if no one sees it. Maybe especially if no one sees it. You don't need more, you need less noise. Limitations are not limits. They're the doorway to developing style. It lets those patches and to sell is our attention. But every time I create, I reclaim it. I turn down the volume. I make space for me. This is why I create. Not for clicks, not for clout, but because I must. So tell me, why do you create?
nonsense.
Hello. So that was awesome. First of all, do we all agree? Yes? Yeah. Like really, really peaceful, really calming. Like back to back, the two of you worked nicely. You guys should do like a dual headline, you know? Like dual headline? Yeah, I've got a different one. So, do you think that it's an easy way to get into synthesis using AUM? Is that like, would you recommend it for someone who's like, I want to kind of like noodle and search, or did it take some time to find how to manipulate and work this? Can you just flip it around just so people can see what screen you're seeing for a second? But it's, come up and talk to Phil after, but yeah.
Yeah. So, like, it's not like any other DAW where you've got like a timeline. I guess it's a bit like Ableton in a way.
But more instrument.
Yeah. So you have in AUM, you've got the idea of audio channels and then MIDI channels on their own faders. So you don't have like a sequencer timeline like in Logic or anything else where you put notes on the piano roll. You can kind of have different sequencer apps. So, or you can also have notes that you can play with a pencil, which is the most rock and roll of all accessories.
Is that the Hindbar?
Yeah. And I just do that because it's good to like bang on.
Gongy stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, we all know Hindbar. He's got that, he made his own app and it's a gong, which I think is like meant to be a reverb kind of.
Yes, a resonator. Like the whole thing that I do, the only things that actually make noise, if I just turn everything else off, is this awful sample of my voice, which no one wants to hear again.
You don't need
that thing,
tools.
which is me preaching
You
about
don't need the perfect moment.
shit. And then this. Hang on, let's turn everything else off. Is the Karpler strong synthesis thing that we were talking about before.
Okay, yep.
So although this is all electric, the only things that are actually making noise.
And you're getting some latency there though, right?
Yeah, because I'm playing through the Bluetooth adapter from my car.
Bluetooth? Boo, sorry.
So yeah, really high quality audio, which everyone can hear the difference, right? Yeah.
Does it interfere with your performance, do you find? Or
Well, I don't know. I used to play guitar, and I reckon there's that much delay between my head and the strings anyway.
Sure.
So.
And the type of music you're playing, as far as
Yeah, I mean, just play like a millisecond before you would choose to.
Cool.
It's actually way less. Like, I got it and I thought, oh God, this is going to be horrific because my Bluetooth headphones have got more of a delay than that.
But you wouldn't have to do Bluetooth with the circumstance. If you wanted
No,
to.
no. I have a backup with a USB-C to mini jack.
He's very prepared, the old Phil. So
Yeah.
anyway, give a hand for Phil, everyone. Hey. Yeah. So we'll do a little bit of house music in a moment there, Stewart. But up next, we've actually got David. I'm just going to say it now. It's David's birthday today, so can we just do like a 1, 2, 3? Happy birthday, David! Come on, yeah. So that's just weird timing, isn't it? Yeah. David was actually over in Manchester at an emom like 2 months ago, and then was like searching for something to play when he got back, and then saw that there was an emom here, and there was, so here he is. But we'll do some house music and then we'll let you get sort of prepared. But happy birthday, Dave. Come on. Yeah. All right. What's going on? So we've got David here, the visionary guru. Please take your seats. I know it feels very interesting, but you're going to have to... even up the back of the room, you can keep the conversation going. The conversation can continue elsewhere. David's got his hoodie. So, where did the name Visionary Guru come from?
It's basically my YouTube channel. I was trying to come up with a name that no one else has got. You know how hard that is to do on YouTube?
It's tricky. And something
So-
you like as well.
Yeah, so I originally was like visionary.guru instead of .com.
Yep.
So that's where it kind of came from.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And so you can find David on YouTube and SoundCloud as Visionary Guru. And so David explained to me that he plays like soundtracky tunes. And this...
Yeah, just weird kind of stuff. And I've written the song specifically for tonight. So imagine you're in a mothership flying overhead. That's the kind of vibe of it. So, yeah.
Okay.
And there's an AI voice. There's a voice, but it's not AI. Okay, it's a real voice.
Oh, it's an AI voice, but
No,
it's not AI.
No, it's not AI. It's not AI.
It's not AI.
It's a real voice.
Okay,
I'm just saying, no AI was harmed in the making of it.
that's good. All right, over to David, the visionary guru. Let's go.
Good evening, Earthlings and Star Travelers. This is Captain DJ speaking, broadcasting live from the Mothership. You're cleared for takeoff into a sonic dimension like no other. We're cruising at 30,000 feet above the groove, so fasten your seatbelts and lock in your senses.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the in-flight music.
Yeah, keep it going.
It's doing a mind of its own.
Hello. So David told me tonight this is his first time playing live. Is that?
Yeah, in front of me.
I don't believe you. That was awesome, man. The vibe was excellent, I reckon. Really good vibe, really positive as well, I thought. Like even though there was a darkness, it was positive, yeah.
Yeah, I tried to bring it up a little bit, make it a bit fun.
So what's the setup here? What you got the?
So it's Ableton, so I mainly wrote the song and all the piano parts. I was playing live, but I was playing over the top of it because I didn't want to exactly play, straight off the cuff.
Yep.
So a lot of that was pre-programmed, but all the squelchy stuff and all the weird kind of noises, I'm doing that live as
That's
and I just like mucking around with knobs and just making different sounds and crazy things that come out of the keyboards and stuff.
It's almost like the complexity doesn't actually seem to worry you or scare you because you've got like two synths here which are quite complex in themselves, like standalone. But
this is quite simple. This one's got a lot more buttons.
Totally.
But I just added the pedal to the mix, which does this crazy stuff like when you.
Yep.
When you're using the pedal. It just does a weird stuff.
Yeah, we were talking about that before, and I thought it might be the sustain input makes the notes last longer, and there's some modulation, which is sort of
something to it, but I don't know what it is.
yeah. I thought it was really cool. All right, good on you, David. So up next, sorry I didn't give you any time at all, but Mr. Burnside, aka Steve, if you wouldn't mind making your way over, I know you're mostly set up over there, but apologies there, Stewart. Yeah, a few minutes and we'll reconvene. Thank you. All right. Hello. Oh, yeah. I think you can probably just plug in. It's this guy here. That's left and right. He's going to plug in here. Stewart, is that fine? So, this, yeah. You good to go there? I'm just breathing on the microphone, like. All right. No, good to go. Okay, cool. So I was trying to find out little bits and pieces about each performer tonight. And I was just trying to. Some people are completely like an open book, and other people are slightly more closed. But as soon as this book opened, it's like, oh my god, dude, what did you do? So the few things I found out about Steve, aka Burnside on Spotify and stuff. Burnside.music on Instagram. Follow Steve. Steve is using a modular plus a machine plus. Okay, and he's also making melodic techno. He actually knows our boss at Turramurra Music. They used to work together. He gave up on the I'm going to make money for a company and do this thing and just disappeared and studied. What did you study?
Yeah, so studied electronic music production in Berlin.
You did a sabbatical from work and disappeared.
With the dream of becoming like performing artist in Berlin. That year that I did that was 2020. Went super well.
Wow.
But sorry, I can. But stayed in Berlin for 3 years. So when things finally reopened in about 2022, started gigging kind of as a melodic techno performer.
Yeah. Dude, I hearing your story and like you were working as a duo as well, right?
Yeah.
And so how often would you play back there?
Once every month or two, to be honest. But
okay.
In and out of clubs, small bars, some events like this as well.
And then in Sydney, how long have you played it like this?
I realised this is my first solo gig in Sydney. Like, done some band stuff, but...
Yeah. So I'll leave you to it. It's a really awesome case full of modular synthesis, so definitely come up and just take a little peek in here. I'm really excited to see what you show to us tonight. Yeah. Woo. You.
Amazing. And I know you've all got super comfy couches, but feel free to get up and dance a bit as well.
right. All right, do you want to give me some, bring it down a little bit? Keep it going, you can bring it down. Come on! Dude, that was huge. Like, you just stepped into that little space there, you're like, okay, yeah, I can, do you guys want to have, like, I'll play some music for you. Really musical and really dancey and fun, you know what I mean? Like, really up.
Thanks to you guys for getting up and dancing. It would have been the weirdest vibe.
No, good recommendation, because no one had any idea what you were going to bring. It could have been, we had a lot of ambient tonight, so, but actually David brought the rhythmic stuff. There he is. So we had two ambient and then 2 rhythmic. Do you guys feel that as well? Yeah. So how much of the modular is sequenced here, and then how much have you got sequenced on the Machine Plus?
So I'm kind of half pregnant between the two and moving more and more modular.
Okay.
Most of the sequencing is still in the Machiner, except I've just recently got like a little 909 and a sequencer in here. So all the kicks were here, some of the drums, like some of the hi-hat patterns.
Can we talk about this for a second?
Yeah.
So there's, if we're all familiar with the 909 drum machine, there's actually a sequencer for a 909 drum machine, and then a different voice, like a Endorphins, which is like a 909 style voiced drum machine. So sequenced TO909 style with a different voice altogether. And yeah, so you mentioned melodically. Where's the melodic stuff happening? And also, how's this antenna giving us our...
This is how I got into the modular thing.
Okay.
So when I was studying in Berlin, one of the tutors at the uni I was at is kind of a live dubstep guy called Cocktail Party Effect. I saw him perform with one of these, and it's like, you see so many modular sets or synth sets where it's like, you're sitting there turning a knob. I think, was it Jess? So like just having the gesture controller or something where the audience can like pick up what you're doing and connect that to what's happening with the sound.
Cool.
I saw that, I'm like, I need one of those. And that meant I spent all of my savings.
So is that basically a theremin?
So it's basically a theremin, but you can patch it to control anything you want. So I had it running filter cutoffs on a few things. So the sequence is still there. I find, especially jumping around, like doing anything with pitch is impossible to like get right. But having the filter cutoff is just a really cool thing you can add in.
We were having a debate, me and Phil and Remy at the back, that were talking about, what's he doing with it? I said, I reckon it's just the filter. It'd be too risky. Like, he was like, but it's pitched. I'm like, well, then he'd have to go through a quantizer. But that's very risky. That's you introducing a sense of like controlled improvisation if you set it to a pitch. Because you'd be like, an octave's all the way here, but a fifth's there, or middle melody bits, but just the filter's more safe in a way.
So hard.
Second,
safe,
I reckon second, pitch over this side. Okay, sorry, that's too much.
I have been thinking about getting a second.
At first I thought maybe you got an FM radio and you're going to like tune in some weird shit.
Dude, that's a fun way to start a set.
Cool. Yeah.
That with some like gates, like a VCA, an envelope to the VCA, and like chopping up the radio. Start like full radio and then chop it up. So excellent set. Come on, yeah. Play more live. Like, let's do another longer form set with what you're doing there. Like, everyone tonight doing a longer form set. It's been so lovely. And I think everyone was ready at this time of the night for your danceable stuff. And Dave really kicked us off there as well. So,
Can you play all night? Can you keep going?
Could you?
With a bit, but I could give someone else a turn.
Let's give Burnside a big round. Let's go.
All right. Thank you, guys.
And up next, we've got John, a.k.a. Atoman. I just want to also mention we've got the prizes tonight.
Cool.
Has everyone got a raffle ticket from Elle? Elle's around. Elle, put your hand up.
What's that, a few $100?
Elle's outside. If you haven't seen Elle and you've not got a ticket, make sure you make yourself known to myself or Stewart, and we'll sort you out.
No, you don't.
The prizes are like that Novation drum machine and the Focusrite thing. Sweet. 2.
Yeah, no, I found it. Like, so I've been using, like, mixing things with this. Oh, yeah. And just to have, like...
Okay. Do you want to check anything else? Okay, sweet. So, I actually know John personally. I've gone through a number of years getting to know John, which is kind of interesting. I'm probably like 6 years in knowing you or something like that. And I've seen John through a lot of different phases, and that's what I think you'll find tonight. I kind of nice meandering of like beautiful, blissful tones. So I'm excited for what I'm excited for what you'll bring, John. You can find John on YouTube via Atoman Ambient. He's a self-proclaimed synthesizer freak. Sorry. And elements of nostalgia and slightly driven and meandering textures. He's rocking a new setup recently, so I'm very jealous of the mixer. Enjoy. And thank you.
Encore.
Hell yeah. It is that music. It makes you want to work out to it. It's actually a mental workout, I feel. Does anyone else feel that sort of like your brain's like captivated by it? It's beautiful. Like it's this sense of hypnotic bliss kind of thing. So you did a mad job. That was awesome, John. That's the first. How long since you last played a live gig? John played a lot. I've known John for a while, but how long have you? Come on. How many years since you played a live gig?
25 years.
Wow, that's so sick. Yeah. So, what started it all? What's this new setup all about? What are you using? Yeah. The mixer is it feels like that's actually the centerpiece. Even though these things are making the sounds, this thing actually changed John's approach in the last few years. Like, went to a digital mixer, it's very hands-off. It's like multi-channel, so you can get all these fucking channels going, but the treatment on every track is hard to get at.
Soulless.
Yeah.
The mixer is the mixer is the key thing. However, I've used analog mixers. I worked in studios a long time ago, and that's all. So its sound is amazing. Obviously, its price is equally as amazing as well.
We don't sell these, by the way.
Yeah. This is not a sales pitch. Yeah. You have to go to a proper music store
It's
to get
just
this.
the thing of... yeah. Turramurra Music Prizes and the... Store DJ doesn't do anything. Those guys suck. No, they're all right. No, there's no... Huh?
However, I have to say, as a positive sign, he is responsible for the analog rhythm and the analog 4. Which,
they're great partners.
Yeah, so, and that's probably the dangerous thing, the great partners. So bear that in mind if you buy one. It's a bit like, can't have a favourite child and all that.
You know what I like about this? John's quite an organised and planned person, but tonight things just go the way they go, and asking people where they're going to play. And John actually chose to play in the last position, which I think is really interesting.
I was hoping everybody would have gone by then.
No, but I thought it was like really cool. The way the night scaled up is really interesting. We had 2 ambient performers, 2 rhythmic performers. Then we got ambient rhythmic. You know what I mean? Like the night was a really interesting. So well done to all the performers. And I'm jealous of John's setup. On the last bit was this metal piece actually fits onto a X-Brace keyboard stand. So at the last minute, going from X-Brace keyboard stand to like putting the whole platform down, like it was the same setup, but off the thing. So anyway, geeky. Shall we do shall we do the prizes? John, you've talked so much. You're saying everything. Sorry.
I have one track left.
Have them at the ready. Ellie, I think Elsa, you should come up here and you should do it. Oh, you got another song, don't you?
I have one.
Should we do raffle ticket, prize, and then John's going to play another song, I believe. How's that sound?
It's a bit... Yeah, it sounds that good.
Do it. Bring it back. You know, you're right about that.
Well done. And, like MIDI synced between so that's giving the clock out to both electrons.
Live. 2. All right. So we'll do which one? What do we do? Drum machine first. That's the big prize. Big prize first.
Little one.
Little prize first. Okay.
Hey, everyone,
Yeah. So I'll get Stewart to do some talking. He hasn't spoken much tonight. This is your microphone.
Hey.
Hello.
All right, Stewart.
Shut up, everyone. Oi.
Shut up.
Oi. You've all...
That's it.
Right, hush. We've got prizes.
Do you want to hold the beanie or you're okay?
No, the beanie. And we're going to choose a prize. Right, so everyone's got their ticket, I hope. So we're going to do the first one, the Scarlett little audio interface. It was a great little thing. I could have a Scarlett myself. Recommend.
Somebody. Anybody?
Somebody. We have E16. Who's E16? Oh, right.
You'll see me in a moment.
Right. See you in a moment. Right. Very good. And the other one is, the big one, is the circuit drum machine-y thingy, sampley, doodaddy rhythm.
Which Bea played last time. If anyone was here last time, Bea played a circuit tracks last time. Anyway, whatever. It's the great one.
It's a thing.
Who cares?
It's a thing that's got pads on it and whatever. What have we got?
Thanks to Focusrite Australia and Turramurra Music.
That's right. Thanks to our sponsors.
Doesn't matter.
E29. Who's 29? No. 29. E29. Woohoo! Yay! It's yours. Yeah, congratulations. Very well done, everyone.
There's a random selection of like T-shirts and little like satchel bags and shit. I'll come out in a second. I don't know. Like, do you want to do like a game, or do I just like hand them out to who's keen? Or
just throw them out. Yeah.
Musical chairs. Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! That's gonna be so much fun. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Hey Glenn. There you go, man. Yeah. Woo. I don't know if James is around. Probably can get a photo. Do you guys want to come up on stage for a second? Is that okay? Glenn, do you want to come up on stage for a second? Do you want to come up on stage for a sec? We'll just do a quick group photo. Sorry about that.
Photo up.
James is there. Oh, and Glenn's somewhere. Here he comes. I'll go the other side. Yeah. I'll go on Glenn's side. You go in the middle. In the middle? No feedback? Yeah. All right. Come back next time. All right, look here. Yeah. All right, James. Thank you. Over there. One more. Yeah. Nice. So I think John has one more song to play. I think this is my beer. It's mine now. I've claimed it. It's a quick little one. It's a last little idea. It's a last little like.
It's called Craftwork.
There you go. Whatever. This is for Gary. Where's Gary? All right. All right. I can whistle. That was awesome. Sorry about that. That was awesome.
That goes to show that you can spend 2 days writing the first 2 tracks, and then you can spend 30 minutes writing the third track. And you just go, oh, that's great.
Yeah. But that's the thing, like preparing for a live set, I think is actually a really daunting task. Like, I don't know how much anxiety you felt coming here today. Do you feel much anxiety coming in to play?
I didn't spend as much time in the toilet as I thought I would.
Okay. Any other performers have any sense of anxiety or anything like that leading into play? 50-50, like, no? Phil's pretty chill. Where's Phil? Very relaxed. I envy you. I came in with the first 10 times, absolutely, my heart was like, get it back in there. Until I arrived, and actually Ollie was the person who introduced me the first time, the other MC, let me feel very comfortable immediately, and Stewart, obviously. And so I'm going to say thank you, first of all, to emom.sydney. Really great. Stewart, what you're doing. Mothership Studios, Nikki, you're representing them tonight, so all the love goes towards you there. Yeah. What a fantastic space. Imagine having access to this space like more all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I think someone mentioned that tonight, that they'd live here, and I'm like, 100%, you know? Yeah, honestly, like, synthesis to me is like a really, it's like personal and like heartfelt. Like, I love it. It's so good. So, making music, get around it wherever Novation Circuit person is and whatever, wherever you buy your stuff, all that thing. Go out and do it, and yeah,